Americans wait and watch to see who will be the next president of the United States. Former Vice President Joe Biden is on the cusp of 270 electoral votes. The Democrat leading President Trump in four key states. Meanwhile, the ballot counting continues, and Javier is live with the very latest from the Election Center. Good morning, Jav.
Good morning. As it stands right now, President Donald Trump is actually inching closer to former Vice President Joe Biden here in the state of Arizona. They are separated by about 30,000 votes, and we're expecting another ballot count drop later this morning at about 9 o'clock. Now, if former Vice President Biden were to hold on and win Arizona, it would be the first time a Democrat won Arizona since back in the 90s, when it was former President Bill Clinton. And also, we've been talking about this blue wave that has moved in, considering Joe Biden could take Arizona, and that's after Mark Kelly took the Senate seat away from Republican Senator Martha McSally. So we want to bring in Raquel Teran right now. She is a Democratic representative with District 30 to talk about this blue wave that we talk about. Your thoughts about what's going on here. Good morning.
Good morning, Javi. Thank you for having me. It's just very exciting. For many years, we have been building an infrastructure to ensure that progressives' values are won at the ballot box. And I think that today, or maybe by the end of the weekend, it doesn't matter. Democracy is worth the wait, but we will deliver Arizona for Joe Biden, because people have been investing and ensuring our communities come out and vote. And like I said, we are voting for progressive values.
We're all waiting for the returns to see how it breaks down as far as who came out to vote. But there's been a lot said about the ground game and folks getting young Latinos registered. How does that play into what we're seeing now?
Absolutely. And you've had organizations like Mi Familia Vota, Lucha, One Arizona, that for years have engaged the Latinx community in ensuring that we are voting every single year. So that this has benefited Joe Biden's campaign, because the people that have gone into the Latinx community to register people to vote have been people who have been affected by bad Republican policy like SB 1070, the gutting of the education system, the chipping away of healthcare. So these people are motivated, have a relationship with these organizations. And now we're seeing a candidate that identifies more with this community. So the win is for Joe Biden, because he is talking to the values of the people that have been engaged for the last 10 years. And remember, half of the students in Arizona are Latino. These students remember seeing SB 1070 and how this impacted their lives. So how their parents were intimidated by bad bills, and now they are voters. So it's no surprise that we have more than 100,000 new registered voters that are young Latinos. It's not surprising to see that there's more than 350,000 Latinos that voted this year compared than 2016. It's no surprise that 75% of the Latino vote is for Joe Biden, because our communities have seen what comes out of the White House, have seen what comes out of our state legislature, and we are just very excited because we will see this state turn blue.
You talk about Senate Bill 1070. That's when we saw hundreds of thousands of people marching through the streets of Phoenix. Currently, we are seeing mass protests, and many people have been out here for the last 4 nights protesting, saying that there is something that is going on, possibly voter fraud, maybe even illegal ballots being counted from a state official, from a state level. Are you seeing any of that?
Absolutely not. We trust the process. We all knew that this process was going to take long. It took long in 2018. It's taken long in prior years. Like I said, democracy is worth the wait. These officials are verifying signatures. We know that the voter fraud is non-existent. It's a myth. And so we need to ensure that the process continues and that every single vote gets counted. And to people who are supporters of Joe Biden, we continue to ask for patience. And for people who are not supporters of Joe Biden, let the process happen and let every single vote get counted. We have to trust our elected officials, our election officials, and we have to remember that in these spaces, there are observers who are Republicans, who are observers that are Democrats, we have observers who are independents. So the process has been working, and we know that every vote is going to be counted. And like I said, we're happy, we're waiting for that result.